Hey guys, what's up? I'm Kelly Lynne D'Angelo, your dungeon master. I would love for you guys to use the hashtag GGG broadcast to offer up a name of an NPC. And also maybe in this tweet, give us a line to describe what kind of NPC you want to offer up, and you just might see them in this story.
If you like what you hear, be sure to rate, review, and subscribe.
Welcome to Girls Guts Glory,
the broadcast.
Previously on the broadcast.
Please be good, please be good, please be good.
Nope, it's really bad. It's a 1.
Like you were a common hawk.
Worse, a pigeon.
And you see a hand smack across the priest's face.
You will kill his language, immature thieves, drugs and terrible access, kissing boils, only kind of following the rules.
You saw the hand of Professor Edwald raise and hit the priest across the face. There's a moment that this priest looks like completely knocked out and out of breath and confused. He's trying to get words out, but the priest already is like bleeding profusely from his face as there's another step forward and the hand comes back down to hit the priest a second time. Misses, swings wide. So what do you want to do?
Fuck. Shit. What do I do?
Not for kids.
Explicit content.
I'm going to throw a dagger at him. Sneak attack.
Okay.
Sneak
sounds
attack
good.
dagger.
What?
Who are you throwing attack at?
All on the priest right in.
Adewald? Okay. I don't know what
But
else
we need
to
information.
do. This priest is getting slapped.
Go for it.
Getting beat in front of me. I'm not just gonna let this
Make a
happen.
choice. Yeah.
I'm just gonna. I already said it.
choice.
I already said I was gonna throw it, so I'm throwing it. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll for damage.
Wow.
That is. Oh, I'm gonna use this anyway. That is 6 points
Okay.
of damage.
All right, so you take a moment and you slap, not slap, excuse me, you're throwing a dagger, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm throwing a
So you're
dagger.
throwing a dagger, so that's going to be, you're going
And
to
then
lose
I-
invisibility.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna hide again.
Okay. So
She loses it even though it's my invisible?
Yeah,
Yes,
because
because it's a
attacked.
trap.
Yeah,
So you take a moment, you throw a dagger, it kind of, and it crunches into the side of this creature, or this person, or this thing that is hitting the shit out of this priest. You take a moment as your dagger finds leverage, and it turns in the direction to find you.
Do I
and
need
you
to roll
hear,
to hide?
Hmm?
Do you need me to roll to hide?
Yes, I do.
Okay. That is going to be a 23.
Okay. There's a moment that passes, and you hear this. Now, whoever's here, I can tell you care deeply about your friends outside. Perhaps be careful before you make your next move. That's what you hear. The priest is just shaking in the corner.
I'm not saying anything. I'm waiting for him to say something else.
Takes a moment. He goes, I'm sorry.
Oh, well, if he just says that, then I'm going to throw another dagger at him.
Okay.
That'll be another dirty 20 to hit.
Jeez, brutal and
Kind of
efficient.
contingency plan.
That'll be another 5 points of damage.
5? Okay. The moment that happens, you can hear that this creature, there's a moment that your fingers, you hide again, right?
Yeah, I'm going to hide again.
Yeah, there's a moment you pull back and you can hear the crack of this. The priest is still shaking and trying to get their hand on the door and trying to move across in that direction. But this person was able to lash out just in time to grab their back. Hits this person, the priest gets knocked, the head hits the top of the table as they're trying to exit and just falls down unconscious. As this is happening, this person takes a moment and turns twice. As you see them kind of move and dance, you suddenly look around. You can't see where they are anymore. Shit.
Can we hear anything outside?
No.
Do I know that invisibility? Can I feel when my Nope. Okay, cool.
I'm going to run for the door.
Okay. You use your action and you dash. You run in the direction of the door. You're able to get your hand on it for a moment and fling it open. What do you do?
Yell, run,
Okay.
and run.
Okay, sounds good. You start to book it. You start to book it down the hallway. In the where? Back towards the catacombs?
No, I want to
Okay.
get out into the streets.
Okay, so you run directly right.
Yeah.
You begin to run. You just begin to run.
Oh, I don't have my daggers anymore.
Okay, as you begin to run, you begin to run outside. What are you screaming as you run outside?
I'm just shouting. I'm shouting to my friends.
They're outside. They're not outside. They're inside.
Oh, but did they hear me yell run?
They definitely heard you yell run, but I'm assuming, are you guys running? You guys are already inside.
Oh, yeah, I'm running.
So yeah, Druzilda, let's just take a moment. So Druzilda's like up above people doing a very demonic dance.
Yes.
Lettie is very close to you.
Yes.
Like very close in the curtain, and so is Huck.
Yes.
Celine and Farouk are like you guys have been able to close the doors with the distraction, and you cannot hear anything because those big doors are closed in front of you. So you have leverage on 3 of your friends right now. So you scream run and you run outside. What do the 3 of you guys want to do in that moment?
I want to run. Lettie
Okay.
wants to run because she's been in the room seeing or hearing things. I trust her.
Yeah. You take a moment. You run out. You run out. Hold on 1 second.
Okay,
you run out. You run to your right. You're just screaming run, and you run. A moment passes from outside, from like the actual door. Runs out. You see Starla. She screams run, and she runs to the left. So you see running to the left Starla, and you see running to the right Starla. What do you guys do? It is almost impossible to tell what just happened. There are 2 Starlas who have just left this room.
I'm gonna hunter's mark the one that's going to the left, and then I'm gonna follow the one going to the right.
Okay, so you hunter's mark the one on the left, and you follow one on the right. Okay. Why?
Because if I'm following the wrong one, I want to know where the right one is.
Okay, sounds good. What about you?
I'm still twirling. Druzilda's still twirling the poor, terrified little child. When I hear Starla yell run, I think I'm going to go, my plan is to go back to our room, to Farouk and Celine. And so Druzilda sets down the child, and right before she lets go of this poor child's hands, she casts healing hands to try to mitigate some of the fear. And the child has the warm, fuzzy, cool pink taste
yes.
of cotton candy in their mouth.
Child doesn't change. Child's still screaming bloody murder, and now is like
then
confused about why it's feeling weird.
Cartwheel and run in the direction of my
Sounds
room.
good. You cartwheel and you run, and you just start to book it down the hallway in the direction of the catacombs. What do you want to do?
Well, oh
You
my
see Huck run to the
God.
right. You see Druzilda run to the left.
Well, Lettie comes out because she's, frightened, and Lady Bridge is gone now. And she's looking around I'm looking around very fiercely. Or she, oy vey. Lettie's looking around very, worried, and she wants to go towards the first Lettie because it seems like in her head that if someone runs out, the first person being chased would be the real one. So she goes that way, but then she sees Druzilda going to the catacombs.
And then you
so
see
she
like a
follows.
second Starla run out in the direction that Druzilda's running too.
Ooh. This is very confusing for Lettie. I think I follow the first girl, the first Starla, because, but then I want to go help my friend. Why do I have to choose, DM?
Because they're running in 2 different directions.
I'm going to follow the one no one's following, which would be,
The one that
or no, is
Huck is following.
There's one on either. I'm on one, the one that went to the right, the one that was first out. Druzilda is going to the left.
yeah, but then the other Starla's following her.
No, I
The first one is going to the right, and Huck is following that Starla. The second one's going to the left, but she heard you say run, so she went to the catacombs, and that Starla, the second Starla, followed her. So I'm watching the second Starla go down towards the catacombs and watching you, the first Starla, go out the other way, followed by Huckle.
Yeah, and it almost happened back to back.
Yeah. I am just a scared little girl. Letty says,
Wait, but you're over there, and I don't know which way to go, and this is very confusing.
So you're just standing there frozen in fear, not
Kind
sure to
of
go right or
frozen
left.
in
All
fear.
right, you can totally choose to do that as you're trying to figure out in your confusion which way to go. So there's a moment that passes as everyone just runs and dashes and uses their full movement and their action to get in separate directions. Okay, so let's see what happens. As you guys are able to kind of run your way down, there's a moment that Starla is like running in the direction to the left and takes a moment and looks around. Okay. And like books it down the hallway. Like books it down the hallway past where the catacombs are. Like towards the bathrooms.
Starla books it past the cat.
Yeah. So she's just running in panic. So
Left
the rest
Starla.
Yeah, left Starla. So the rest of you guys, the two of you who are outside, what do you guys want to do?
I'm going to Starla's gonna like grab Huck by the shoulders and say, he knows about us. He knows about our friends. He knew who I was. He knew that there were more of us.
Stop. There was another Starla behind you. I need you to right now tell me something only you and I would know. Something about us growing up.
Did I call you Huckleberry?
Well, aside from that, anybody could hear you call me Huckleberry. You call me Huckleberry all the time. It's like a memory.
There was a time that we went down to the riverbank and you threw a blackberry at me and you tried to act like you didn't, but there was no one else around.
Yeah, I did do that. I did not think that went through. Okay. Glad it's you.
And Buckus just kind of pops his head out of your overalls and
be
nods
safe,
and like
buddy.
nods twice. Oh, you pop him
Get
back
down
in
there.
there.
Be
Okay.
safe.
He tucks back in, but he's scurrying.
And I kiss his head.
Where's everyone else?
I don't know. I think they're still inside. I don't know if anybody followed us.
Okay, well, he was there. He started smacking the priest, and I threw my daggers at him.
He smacked the priest?
Twice!
That's not nice.
No, that's why I threw my daggers at him.
Oh my
So
god.
as the two of you guys are outside trying to figure out what's what, the rest of you are running to the left. Letty, you're still standing in the center. You can see on the very edge of your vision down the main hallway from the main entrance, the very bottom of the stairs, Starla and Huck are like in some sort of discussion talking to one another. But then you see on the left-hand side that other Starla like booking it down the hallway, running in whatever direction that the Starla can, and you kind of see them run towards the bathroom and then look around and then see Druzilda run behind the catacomb doors, and you see that one look to the left and run in the direction of where Druzilda's going.
Letty would go towards the Huck and Starla that are talking because she knows Huck knows Starla better than anyone.
Okay, all right, so Letty's just like looking left and right then left and up and down, turns to the right and begins to rush down using the full action movement to get all the way down to the bottom of the steps, and you meet the two of them kind of in mid-conversation.
But very gracefully.
Very gracefully. As this is happening, the rest of you guys are all like shoved into those catacombs doors. You see kind of Starla like last minute run and like try to catch up and then push the door closed behind her and take a couple breaths and then look at the rest of you guys as she's standing there. She goes, Why are you guys in the catacombs?
Question, did Druzilda see that there were two Starlas?
Yeah.
I was wondering that too.
Yeah, you definitely saw that.
Shh! Druzilda stares at her, and I'd like to make an insight check to see if I can tell. if
It's
this
hard to
is-
just tell. It looks just like Starla. What do you do to try to figure that out? Do you say anything? Do you ask
Smell
anything?
her.
Smell?
Can I? How close
Sure,
am I? What? Describe the layout. It's hard for me to
Yeah, I mean, it's
envision all
just
this
the
without
four,
a map.
It's the four of you guys just with the door closed behind you in a very long empty hallway that's full of embalmed bodies. So it's like about an 80-foot long hallway that dips down. There's about 20 feet by 10 feet of just stone slab and a massive, massive door.
Okay.
Druzilda, what happened?
Starla, what did happen?
Oh God, I was sneaking around and Huck told me to, go inside, and then I got shocked, and then I walked in and suddenly there was a whole thing. There's like a conversation happening between two people, and it was crazy, and I got out, but someone is trying to pose as me right now.
Who were the two people?
It's some priest and Professor Adwall. listen, I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna go talk to Miriam, and begins to walk down and just begin to like walk down the main hallway.
Did she say there was someone posing as her?
Druzilda nods at Celine and backs up against the wall to just let this Starla pass.
Yeah, and like this Starla goes into shadow real quick and then just is like stealthing just like Starla would.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure that's Starla. There were 2 Starlas. I don't know how we can tell if this is the real Starla. Another one ran outside.
Perhaps we should ask her something only the Starla we know would know.
How long have we known her?
I mean, not incredibly long, but...
You know, one time I did let her steal some notes from my test.
Ask her. Don't say anything in case someone's listening.
And what are you doing, Fruit? You're kind of off to the corner listening to this conversation, not far away.
I rolled a 23 for athletics, so I feel like...
So yeah, you took a moment, you're able to perch maybe on top of one of the embalmed fluid, big, long, kind of looking cabinets.
I think I just found like a place to perch and kind of rest. But I would say maybe they're like 15 feet away.
Okay, great. So you're able to overhear their conversation very quietly. Continue.
Perhaps we should ask her about those notes, what they were about. Do not say it now, though, in case someone can hear.
If it's not the real Starla, though. If it's not the real Starla, though, it's just very easy for her to get out of this question. It's such an inconvenient time to bring up an old test. I'm trying to think how... Maybe we should just follow her.
All right.
There's a moment that you guys say that as you look down the main empty hallway and you don't hear a peep, as you feel like even just taking a few moments here, whatever, if it's really Starla, she's hiding in shadows real quietly, or...
I think if it was really Starla, she wouldn't go off on her own. I think she would be with Huck or with us. Let's go back up to the room. Take care of Farut. Starla will meet us, if it's really her.
Okay.
I start to climb down. Farut starts to climb down from my perch. And I say, "Don't be alarmed, it's just me."
Yeah, I mean, very quietly, you hadn't noticed that the looming shadow had kind of covered one of the candelabras as you're like, oh, there's way more light in here than normal, as you're able to kind of climb down. So you three kind of all gather for a moment. Let's cut back to the outside real quick as you guys are all chatting and trying to figure out what's what. Letty runs outside real quick as the three of you guys are just finishing up that conversation of yours.
Okay, I have an idea.
What's going on? I don't understand. I saw 2 of Starla.
Yeah, that's all we know.
What do you mean? Is this the real Starla? How do you know? I don't know.
I'm gonna try and
I'm the real Starla.
I'm gonna try and locate the other Starla that I have my hunter's mark on.
Right, but I've just gotten here and I don't know anything, so could you please tell me what's going on and include me in the conversation?
No, this is all we know.
But
literally.
But you're saying that this is the real Starla.
No, I did not say that at all.
I said it.
Yeah, see, she said it. Now you just calm down. I'm trying to find somebody. Golly, give me a minute.
So I think that right now, what you would know ultimately is they went left. You'd probably have to go back inside and investigate and look around and
Then
try
I'm
to
gonna.
Okay, sounds good. So as you guys, the three of you are talking, you're like, I'm gonna go try to track this thing down. You walk back into the temple. You begin to like look around actively.
Crap, my daggers.
So as the two of you begin to walk back into the temple, Letty, you as well, you feel a hand on the nape of both of your necks as you see somebody turn you around. This is one of the wardens of the main center square. Somebody who the two of you guys, anytime catches you within the city walls without an invitation, gets very pissed. Familiar face, a known face.
Excuse me, sir. These are my
constituents? No, these are my players in my theatre company. I have brought them in here for a performance.
And the warden takes a moment, and like his face, he knows you guys. You walked out into the open, into one of the main city areas, where screaming run, and like caused a bit of a disturbance with like 20 people inside of the temple. So there's like people gathering around, and there's like a talk happening. So somebody caught you. Let's say he didn't grab the back of your necks. He's just pointing at you guys and blowing a whistle, and there's 100 other guards coming. But like it's a stir. Like people know you're here.
Okay, quick.
So what do you guys want to do?
Oh, shoot. Well, I think that Letty would try to get them to all of a sudden put on a random spur-of-the-moment performance.
Okay, so roll a performance check to try to keep the calm and the quiet. And then the two of you guys, do you guys want to head back inside to the temple?
I mean, I guess.
19.
Yes.
For performance.
You're not supposed to be in town because you guys would know this. Like anybody who isn't a formal person who lives inside the city walls has to have a very special invitation to be inside of Candlekeep. Candlekeep also has like a requirement of 1,000 gold piece tome in order to enter and walk inside the city walls.
Are they all wearing like badges or something that indicate this?
These are all professional wardens and people within the town hall who would like oversee any of this. So this guard who has apparently seen you guys around, or at least knows you guys because you've prepped around and probably have been within the city, has told you not to come in.
At least
is
definitely.
at least a warding, is at least warning some of the nearby people that there's again these ruffians that need to be taken out.
They'll probably know me.
I rolled a
Yeah,
9.
they know you. I've never been in this city.
I rolled a 19 for performance.
Okay, yeah. Well, there's enough of a
Still got it.
distraction that you're creating a divergence. So the guard is like trying to push you aside as you're doing this, but the 20 people who rolled out of the temple all still think this is part of the show.
It is part
so
of the show,
they're
darling.
all standing around in a circle blocking the main entrance as the two of you guys have ran out into the main hall. Not main hall, the main city square.
So they're blocking them from going back in.
Kind of, but you
Okay.
guys can do what you want.
Quick.
But as halflings,
We can move through spaces that other people are in that are larger than us.
Yeah.
And
So you-
I am also able to hide with like just bare minimum of things to hide behind. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna try and
so
duck
as
and hide, I guess.
yeah,
I'm putting
as,
on one of my
as
best
Letty is putting on
performances.
her best performance,
Not my best. It's
one of her best performances, I'm going to try to sneak back into the temple.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, the two of you guys are able to push through the crowd without even needing to check. Her performance is that entrancing that everybody's just surrounded. You guys can just barely make it back into the inside as you tuck around to the left-hand side where there's a shadow. Nobody's inside the temple right now. It's completely empty.
I'd like to go back into the room.
Okay, yeah, you go back.
I'm
The
gonna tell
door is
Huck.
adjacent. Like, the door's open, so you're able to creep into the room.
Are my daggers in there?
Yeah,
Yes.
one of them is.
Damn it.
One of them was in the leg of that creature you shot it at.
Okay. Okay, well, I got one of my daggers back.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna try and look around and find this character I put a mark on.
Well, they said it went to the left,
that way.
right? I don't know why my mouth got all weird for a
All right.
second.
So you picked up the dagger that you tossed and at least like hit and grazed the back, and then you guys begin to make your way out and you're tracing the character. So roll with advantage a perception check to try to trace maybe the blood that is bleeding from this thing.
17.
Yeah, you can see like a very trace amount of drops of blood from her hit. So you're able to kind of follow it. You can see it tucks into the left-hand side right where the catacombs were.
I guess we follow it. I'm gonna go down into the catacomb. That's where it went.
All right, I'm coming with you.
Alrighty, let's do this.
Door opens and you guys are there, the three of you, all in mid-conversation.
Oh, howdy! Farouk, what are you doing here? Wait, is that the real Farouk or is this like a fake one?
It is the real
And
Farouk.
is this the real Starla?
Oh yeah, this is yeah. She told me a story about our childhood that only
Okay,
she would
other
know.
you went to Miriam.
Miriam.
At least that's what she said.
Was that other one limping or anything?
But how
Didn't
did
appear
wait,
to be.
how would she have known that we knew Miriam? That doesn't make any sense.
I think we need to get out. Farouk
Maybe
needs
it's
to
because
rest.
we're in the catacombs.
I think we should get back to the room, reconvene, let Farouk have a chance to rest.
The room in the catacomb?
No, well that's not safe now. If that other one went down to talk to Miriam, then something's wrong. There's no way that they would have known that we knew Miriam, even if we were just in the catacombs. That don't make any sense to me.
Druzilda, what room were you talking about?
Oh, also, by the way, the city guard know we're here. So we
Yeah.
can't go out on those streets no more.
I ain't seen that man before, but I do not like him immediately.
Oh yeah, I've seen him before.
Where is
Sometimes
Lettie?
he's nice, but most of the time
Well,
he's
he-
not.
he feels
Oh, she
nasty.
put on a lovely performance so we could get away.
As you guys can hear the trail
Where
end, can you
is-
give us the trail end of
It
the
was
echo that
Lettie.
you can literally probably hear from the catacombs?
Oh, what did I?
Yeah,
you
like
hear
the
me outside?
final flourish. What's the end of your monologue, I guess?
Well, I was doing a little opera.
Okay, God. Okay.
And then I changed it as I
God.
I was doing an opera, but then I went into
Yeah.
my, I channeled really, Mill or Zizzo even, and I kind of went into my like really like deep man voice, and people are looking at Lettie like she's nuts because she's this, kind of fresh-faced young girl dressed up as an old woman, a proper, grande dame, but sounding like a man all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
your O is just resonating everywhere. And everyone's like shaking you. Thunderous applause. The guards are still looking everywhere for these people, but like they're trying to push through the crowd. They can't get through. People are trying to like praise you with whatever sort of tokens they have on you.
Thank you. And I'm backing up.
You're
and I'm
backing
kind
up
of
and the steps.
Yes, I'll be here tomorrow, same time. Just
Yes.
backing up, and then trying to follow them to wherever they are.
Yes, there's a moment, there's thunderous applause. People really want to encore, and you take a moment, and you're like, God damn, but you're able to kind of whisk yourself away. Where are you trying to head to?
I'm just turning around, going towards the direction of Starla, whatever number that was.
I see.
And because I don't know where they went, because I was creating a diversion. So
at the very tail end of your vision, you're half elf, right?
Yeah, no, I'm full elf.
Full
I'm
elf.
full elf.
Full
I'm
elf.
Eladrin.
So you can just barely see the door shut behind the catacomb door that you had exited. With
Then
your
I'm
friends.
heading there.
Okay, sounds good. So you walk in that direction as the rest of you are all talking and trying to figure out who's what, pointing fingers at the direction that Starla did just go, but then suddenly another Starla appears, and then you can see very quietly the door open, Lettie's head peek in, and the door slam shut behind her.
Hello?
Welcome in.
Oh, you should have seen me. I was wonderful.
Well, I'm sure
We heard you. You sounded quite wonderful.
No, that was powerful.
Wait, so have you, where have you been? Farood! Hello! I miss your feathers.
Oh yeah,
I'm
half a room.
drenched in blood now, but
Oh, sorry.
Oh wait, do you need a good? Are you hungry? Do you need a good berry or something?
I could use a bath
I
and a
can't- I
rest.
can't
He
bathe.
could use a good berry.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna pop a good berry, and I'm gonna give you all 10.
Good berry.
It gives you 1 hit point.
Oh,
Starla,
Where
that's 10
did,
hit
thank
points.
you.
10. 10, yeah.
Oh, right.
should I put healing word on you? Can I do that right now? Yes, I guess I could.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes, I guess.
I feel much
Am I-
better.
There's so much emotion in your
Fairy
voice.
in the sky, could I please?
Oh, of course. Yeah, you take a moment, you can cast your spell, you
I have
say
to do
something
it.
empowering towards Farut that makes...
I'm still very tired.
But
yeah.
it's as a spell. You do. She has to roll a 1d4.
you usually can roll it if you're
I
casting the
roll
spell
it.
if you wish.
I think that this will really help you. 7. Because it's 4 plus
Yeah,
3.
that's
Oh,
very
that's.
good.
I'm back at my max hit points.
So Farut, your feathers kind of like a pop out one by one as they kind of get their full form once more. The indents on your wrists heal over as you can see that your claws and your talons are now back into tip-top shape.
There we go.
You feel much more energized, less exhausted, especially with food, with good food, and with healing. And Lettie's low vibrato resonating in the catacombs here through the long echo of the chambers, restoring you back to full health.
Oh, the acoustics in here are amazing.
Starla, the other Starla went down the stairs to find Miriam. Should we follow that Starla or should we get out of here?
I mean, I don't really like the idea of there being another Starla around.
We can't go anywhere though. We cannot go outside because it's blocked, and they're not allowed to be here.
And we have to, in order to get anywhere else, we have to go back to the tunnels, to the grates.
where did Professor Annawalt go?
Why?
He disappeared.
Can I?
He might be other Starla.
Can I?
Perhaps we should just explode her.
Explode.
Who's down for a fight?
Well, Huck's trying to say something.
Thank you. I was just gonna say I put Hunter's mark on that other Starla, and that might be the professor. I don't know.
Let's find her.
Okay.
I want to find her. I don't like that she took my face.
We should
I
ask
like
her
her face.
why.
It's a good face.
It's a good face,
It's
and
a
there needs
great
to only
face,
be
darling.
one.
It's a great face. We should ask her why, and we should also, if it is Professor Anawalt, we should find out what is going on with this book.
And what I can tell you right now is that there were 3 people in that room. It was me, it was the priest, and it was Professor Adewald, and he slapped the priest, and so then he disappeared after I attacked him, and then I left, and then now the people that left was me, and then the priest, and then the other Starla, and I want to...
Starla, take a breath. What were they saying before he slapped him? What did you learn anything?
I learned that the professor was coming here a lot, but he couldn't remember the things that he was coming here to confess. And the priest was like, well, you should remember what you did, and then he slapped him. But like, the priest was bleeding and slapped him.
We should try to capture this person or thing.
We should, but I'm running out of abilities, and I think I need to rest, so I don't know what to do.
Well, we can handle most of the stuff.
Okay.
Huck, you want to lead the way?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna try to track down this thing. So as you guys are beginning to walk your way down slowly, beginning to make your way step by step closer. Roll a survival check to try to trail this creature with advantage.
I still have my hunter's mark on him?
Yes, yeah. Lasts for about an hour, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good thing. You said survival?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yes.
Yeah, you're able to trace that trail of blood, the very faint trickle of it, that unless you had a very specific eye, it wouldn't be something that you would be able to find. But you know this thing is bleeding, and you're looking for any evidence of where it stirred. You're able to kind of wind down a main hallway, and you begin to turn a sharp left. The direction that you guys are walking in is actually starting to look a little bit familiar after you trace for a solid minute, just step by step by step. You have a feeling that you're walking in the direction of Miriam's study. You had very quickly had spoken to her when you were looking for her previously. There's a moment that you swear you hear a sound in the distance, and you turn the corner. I'm assuming you're leading the pack.
And I want to stealth.
Okay, roll a stealth check, please.
Ooh, 24.
Okay. You're able to kind of hold back the group after you hear stirring, probably just wanting to get a little bit of not stir too much so as to create some sort of disturbance as you pull to the left and you peek into Miriam's study. What you see there is just Miriam, probably making the noise, turning pages, humming to herself happily. But you don't see anybody else in there. But you see Miriam kind of humming to herself. She looks a little busy, like she's preoccupied with doing something.
He's going to turn and whisper to everyone else, all I see is Miriam, but I don't want to disturb her, and I don't trust any of this.
What if it's not the real Miriam?
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
Maybe you
That
could check
blood
on her
goes
plate.
directly into here.
Is it right under her, or...
I want you to roll a secondary perception check with advantage.
Okie dokie. They're both 10s.
Oh, this is very specific.
A second perception?
Yes.
It's just gonna be a 14. Do I still have the bardic inspiration on me? How long does that last? It's probably gone.
10 minutes. I would say this
an hour.
probably all happened in 10 minutes. So.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I'll take it.
Crazy
Ah,
10 minutes.
It's just 15. I rolled a 1.
All right, so with the tail end of your bardic inspiration kind of trickling up, probably right at the 10-minute mark, you take a moment. You catch that the blood droplets that you've been trailing are starting to get less and less frequent. So it's getting a little bit harder to trace whatever this thing is. But it does go into this room. But then you catch that there is a disturbance on the way out. Like there is a little bit of blood on the way out too. So something went into here and then left.
Okay, I'm gonna try and follow where it went when it left the room.
Okay, so you're gonna try to stealth past Miriam's door?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna be a whole group stealth check then, unless you guys don't mind disturbing, but it sounds like everyone's trying to be quiet here, right?
You guys, you could just stay behind and I could stealth ahead and come back.
Well, I got a
I'm
24.
Or not.
So everyone's like just creeping behind you either way.
24.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
4.
4, and then Druzilda, are you staying behind?
I'm sticking with the group.
All right, so roll a stealth check, please.
But it was a 5.
Okay.
Maybe the sister should stay back.
Yeah, Druzilda, and what happens is this. I'm assuming that it's a similar setup to the previous one where the two of you, Starla and Huck, were leading the way. Not too far behind was Letty. Fruit is also now included here in stealthing in the shadows, no doubt. And the two of you are like trailing 30 feet behind the main party, just chatting up a storm, maybe talking about something that just has happened. So,
What do you think happened?
I don't know, but my nails are broken.
as you guys
No.
say
I
that,
clowned so hard. Did you see me?
It was very embarrassing, but yes.
Embarrassing. I put on the show of my life. I saved us.
It helps. It helped us get in here, though.
as you guys are hearing that, there's a moment that Miriam kind of adjusts her glasses and looks up to you, the two of you, having caught the fairy tale end of the party moving, and goes, "Oh, hello. What are you? It's good to see the two of you. Come in. Please. I have news."
All right.
Sit. She takes a moment. She sits the two of you down. She goes, "But your other friends are nearby."
No.
Oh, okay. Well, the professor came early and he visited me. We just had a conversation, so it's very important. I guess he came a day early and he said there was a disturbance upstairs and he's demanding all these things. So
What was he demanding?
He seemed upset. He was asking if I had any way to heal him or make sure that he was feeling healthy. He felt ill, and it was so confusing because he kept saying that he demanded that I give him more information about something. What was it? And she's like thinking, and she's like flipping. She goes, he asked me to help him with some sort of like potion that he's now trying to contrive. I don't know what it is, but it has something to do with thoughts, and I don't really know why he's asking me about this all of a sudden.
What was it? What was the potion?
Again, I have to search through all my books here, but he very explicitly was asking for something that, like, I think I haven't heard of in quite some time, and
Brings back a memory?
yes, so what it would do is if you drank it, you would be able to, what's the word? It's almost like storing memories. It's very ancient sort of magics, but it's fascinating sort of magics. But it's not necessarily something that I would have, but a long time ago in the catacombs here. And so Farouk, you popped in and you overheard the tail end of this conversation, and your head went in, and she's just not even acknowledging that who you, no interest, literally is just rambling as she's talking.
This is our friend, Farut.
It's great. It's a bird person. It's great. So.
I am not a peasant.
What? I said a bird person.
I thought you said peasant.
No.
Go on.
Like a common
No.
Continue.
If you are a peasant, it's no matter to me. And so she just starts to ramble. So the rest of you guys trailing ahead catch that some of your party members have been kind of swept into a conversation not too far down the hallway. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to turn around.
Okay, so
Letty-
you're going to join the
Letty
conversation.
turns around because she looks behind her and no one's there, and she gets very nervous, and so she goes,
Hey, everyone. Starla, Huckle. I feel like the others have gone back in the room to talk to Miriam.
Well, yeah, I see that, but I put this hunter's mark on this thing and I want to follow it.
Yeah, we gotta find it before the spell ends.
So we should just keep going? Should anyone notify them that we're going to keep going?
I mean, if you want to.
I don't know.
I don't have a way to tell them.
I feel like we're losing time.
Okay, you keep going. I'm gonna go. Caw-caw!
she makes a bird noise.
As soon
Hopefully
as you
Farut. For some reason, Letty thinks that Farut would hear this.
Okay, sounds good. You make a noise and you pop up from behind Farut.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
I'm popping to him. I'm just going to him because he's a little bit further back now, and I'm trying to get his attention. And I make a gesture just to let him know that we're still going. We're going to keep on going.
So Farut, you
Because I
copy
don't want to see
that.
it separated.
As Miriam was also mid-conversation and with you and hears a caw, and she goes, "Oh, you can talk and caw at the same
excuse
time."
me.
It's very interesting.
And I just
yes.
give the eyes to Letty, That I acknowledge, and we'll be on the way
Yes, yes.
shortly.
Y'all are real good at hand signals.
She shoos me along. He. He's just so flamboyant and just wonderful.
So the three of you are going to keep stealthing ahead. The three of you spend a moment with Miriam as she's currently in here kind of fiddling with some of her books and chatting away. She kind of acknowledges Fruit and then takes a moment with the three of you and she goes, yes. So he was looking for this potion. It's so funny because it's just so old. So it has this ability, and the reason that he would speak to me about it is because sometimes this is dark. The dead have final thoughts and memories, and you can extract them and then witness them or experience them. It's almost like an imprint from the very last few moments of their lives. And so he was asking me to do this research, and now I found it quite odd because I know that you guys told me not to trust him, but it seemed so earnest, and I don't know. I'm a nice person, and I was trying to keep up pretenses, but also I'm confused. There's a bird here.
Did you give him this information?
Oh, not yet. I said I would do research on it because it would take some time for me to find everything. Yes.
Be careful.
Okay. I will.
We have reason to believe that there may be a shapeshifter running around here, so
Oh,
just be aware.
that's good to know. She kind of looks really confused, and there's a moment that she kind of sits back and takes a step back, like you were talking directly to her about it. There's an uncomfortability. Do you want to roll an insight check?
Sure. That's gonna be a 4.
Okay.
Do I notice
N-
this?
no, just Fruit. Take a moment, and you can see she's just a little uncomfortable, but she kind of shakes it off, and she goes, okay, do you guys need anything? Can I help in any sort of way?
Well, we do if you have any more information.
Yes, if you want to help me look through some of these books here. And so she kind of slams them down in front of you guys, these big tomes, these big books, and they're all dusty, and it's very low lit here. It's very white light, blue light. It's hard to kind of see in this office of hers. But she motions forward, and she goes, I would really appreciate the help, but it's somewhere here, so if you're all able to dive in with me, it may take a little bit of time.
Farouk leans into Celine, and he just says, Letty, let me know that they're going to continue onward.
You know, we have some things we're doing with our friends. But
okay.
perhaps we can help you later?
Yes, of course. It's fine. It's fine. I understand. I'm eccentric, and you want to spend time with your friends, not with me. And she kind of takes a moment. She sits down awkwardly and starts to just sink into her seat and pull up a big book in front of her face and start to slowly turn the pages.
Druzilda, shall we go then?
Druzilda's already walking back toward the hallway.
So the rest of you guys are going to head back into the main hallway. Okay, this is going to put the rest of you guys a little bit ahead of everybody else as that conversation has happened. So you're starting to wind more and more through the tunnels around here. You feel like this thing, whatever it is trying hard not to be found. There are a couple instances where it seems to be walking in one direction and then turning to another. Can I have you roll another survival check just to try to track down this creature with advantage?
Okay. 23.
All right. So you follow for a while through these narrow and also wide tunnels. It's hard to almost tell the difference between them because they're so mundane, they're so simple, they're so bereft of personality, they're so devoid of anything except these drippy long tunnels that don't have any sort of exit or entrance. But you finally at one point notice that they do narrow in a way that looks more deliberate, and the actual stonework and the work around them seems a little bit more the tone changes from this sort of coarseness to a more refined quality, with the stonework around as you begin to approach. It wraps around a corner there, and there's a moment that you swear you hear some sort of skittering.
Right around the corner?
Not far away, on the edge of your vision.
I make more hand signals. All sorts of, like, crazy, like, hey, buddy! Hand signals right over there.
Starla's just nodding at him, looking at him.
You wanna go fight, or do you wanna stealth, or what?
Can we see them? Yep.
Not yet. They're Letty, you're not far behind. You kind of catch up as the two of them are chatting.
She's just kind of looking at Starla nodding and then looking at him, kind of making all these crazy movements and looking back at Starla doing this kind of like, you know, she looks at one thing, then she looks at the other. Seems to be a lot. And waits for them to decide what to do.
We're gonna fight.
We're going to fight who? What?
We're gonna fight him.
We see him.
around this corner.
Hey, yeah, fight him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least make him drop his... whatever.
Yeah.
We need to somehow
Whatever
trap
that is
him.
on his face. We're gonna make him drop it.
Should we trap him so that we can find out information?
We'll just hurt him real bad first.
Yeah, okay.
Why?
So I want the three of you guys to roll a stealth check real quick as you're trying to round the corner.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
Wait, you? Us? Oh, all of us.
Yeah, the three of you.
Oh, who's like...
Please.
12.
Oh, hello. Thank you. Stealth?
9.
25.
Okay, so you feel like you're keeping really quiet.
So do I.
Right. The two of you guys round the corner, creeping real slow, something fierce in those shadows. To be clear, does everybody here have dark vision? It is incredibly dark, and you cannot see
I believe I
in
do.
darkness
As an
if you
elf.
do not have dark vision. Halflings do not have dark vision. Oh no!
I
But do
do,
I
don't
know
I?
where he is because
Yes,
of my
I do.
hunter's mark?
It would not give you advantage on checks in terms of like attempting to see him. It would make it a straight check because you would have had advantage, so it wouldn't give you disadvantage in the darkness.
Okay, so at least cancels out.
Yes. So moving forward, you probably will have to make checks to see, but it would be a straight check.
I have it because I am
You definitely can see.
an elf.
You are stealthing in darkness, essentially. I'm assuming that the moment you guys heard some sort of sound, you doused whatever sort of light source you had on you as you were walking through these catacombs. And you took a moment as you're beginning to approach in sheer darkness now, trying to get the advantage on this creature, if it is this creature. As you guys step by step by step move to your left, yes?
I have Misty Step.
Do you want to use Misty Step?
I believe since I've rolled, I mean, is 12, how stealthy are we feeling on a 12?
I mean, you're feeling great. Everyone's always feeling good, right?
I mean, I'm already out of almost everything else. Why not use it?
So I would say hold on to that.
I'm
for
going to
now,
hold on to it.
as you guys are creeping around a quarter feeling good.
Great.
However, it does stir, like Starla and Letty, you guys both kick up a little bit of the ground dirt here, some of the stones that have fallen. There's a skittering and a sound of what appears to be some sort of natural occurring rat. As the rat makes its way from one distance, kind of scurries past and hides into a small hole and crevice nearby you guys. However, you hear some sort of sharp breath intake, as if someone has been alerted to your presence. So before anybody can see them, as you guys are rounding the corner, you hear a voice. And you hear this. Please, nobody has to get hurt here. I mean, we can all come out of this with our heads held high, yeah?
I believe Letty just goes,
Yes, please.
Great.
You gonna actually talk to us, or are you gonna run?
I don't think I have much of a reason to run. You guys can hear it. Again, a voice in a distance, just kind of echoing through this cavern.
Professor Anna what?
I'm gonna light a torch.
Then you can hear a little distant chuckle, like, I had a feeling. That's what you hear.
I just want to see your face.
Which one?
Your real one.
There's a moment you can hear kicking of stone on the ground as if it's walking towards you. as it rounds the corner. You guys no more than 60 feet away from whatever this is now, right on the edge of your vision, just turning where the long tunnel kind of curves. It's about 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall. It's not very big. You can see just the faintest outline of a shadow and a body. Looks like it's Professor Adwell. He kind of turns his head towards you all and he smiles for a moment and goes, Well, you guys definitely don't trust me, do you?
Why should we?
You stole my face.
Professor, I trust you. Can you please just be nice to us?
Letty, we're trying to intimidate him.
I don't want to get murdered.
Well, neither do I, but that's what I'm trying
There's
to...
a lot of things in you, aren't there? As his mind just kind of smiles, and then he looks to you and he goes, also, you shouldn't hold on tight to that raccoon. You might hurt him at some point. Buck is his name.
How did you know that I have many sides?
Takes a moment, he kind of takes both of his hands and eagerly puts them together and motions outward, kind of steps a little bit more into the light right now and goes, listen, there's a lot of things I know.
Can you read minds?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
With my hunter's mark, do I know if this is really him?
It's hard to tell. Roll a quick perception check with advantage.
Okay, I just want to know if this is the one my hunter's mark is on, or if it's like another. Oh, hello. Yes. Okay. Perception.
Mm-hmm.
21.
This is where your hunter's mark is. This is your query. This is the one you moved it to 100%. As you guys are talking in the distance, chatting again, not too stealthily,
No.
Oh my god.
you hear the sound
Oh
of
my God.
Druzilda and Celine and Farouk making their way down the hall, kind of just trying to find you guys.
Did they go this way?
I don't know. I think they're just up the way.
Hello, Letty.
As you guys
Oh my God.
hear the echo.
Cobwebs.
As you guys hear the echo of their voices ever so subtly, the three of you can see, because you guys definitely have dark vision, and even with a faint light like that, there is a bunch of your friends up on the edge of your vision here. They seem to be engaged with something that's around a bend that you can't see.
Listen, sir, what is it that you want?
What is it that I want?
Druzilda, followed by Celine and Fru, is creeping up along the side as this conversation is going on.
Okay, so the three of you guys are trying to stealth forward. All right, roll a stealth check.
21.
21.
Celine is not stealthy. 5.
5.
9.
9. Yeah. As quietly as you can, Druzilda, you're going fairly quietly. Farouk and Celine, you guys are just kind of stirring up some of the ground, chatting away, thinking that there's no big deal. It's probably just some sort of rat, maybe something to that extent. Whatever you guys wish in your characters.
I'm so glad you're feeling better.
Well, I couldn't have done it so quickly without everyone's help.
Do you remember anything about what was happening? Oh,
I just know that...
oh, shh, sorry.
So you guys are striking up a conversation at the tail end. You see this person acknowledge that there's more people along the way. And you hear him kind of crack his neck twice and go, I was expecting this to be a little bit easier. Next time on the broadcast.
I don't think she's seen the inside of a manicure spa.
Perhaps we go back to the room and you can stick your beak out the hole in the wall?
I thought you were supposed to be done.
What the fuck was that?
Hey, I'm Kimberly Daugherty, and I play Celine Tessar.
Hi, I'm Kellen Coleman, and I play
Lettie Marie Ricecroft.
Hi, my name is Alice Greczyn, and I play Druzilda Slinderon.
Hi, I'm Erika Fermina, and I'm playing Starla Highhill.
Hi, my name's Rachel Seeley, and I am playing Huckle Oakley.
I'm Kelly Lynn D'Angelo, your dungeon master and woman of many faces, creatures, and things unknown.
I'm Richard Quiner, and I produce this podcast in partnership with Wizards of the Coast.